ladies and gentlemen, Norman, fellow Toastmasters. If you live long enough on the planet, you're going to be given the opportunity to give the eulogy speech. It's the speech of your life. It's very, very important. I have a few pointers for you, of course, about 6 of them. The first thing is, start strong. Have your opening line well rehearsed. Move right into telling a story. Stories are easy. We all have lots and lots of stories about our family, about our friends. Move right into the story. Number 3, try to avoid the dirty laundry. It's a temptation. People have bad tempers. They drink too much. We're always tempted. I'm surprised when I see the eulogies. The negative stuff I hear. So cancel that. You might also be tempted by spirituality. I am. Everything that lives dies. It's stupid. Don't do it there. Spirituality, as in this group, is going to be a mixture of religious beliefs. You don't want to offend anybody. Don't do it. Grieving. Grieving. It's hard. Hard to get your emotions under control with someone you love and care about. But you know what? You can make yourself cry. You can. You can make yourself laugh. You can make yourself cry. And you can vent that emotion. Lastly, realize it's a mission of healing. And all the family wants is to have someone say a few kind words. That's simple. I had a couple of friends. One of them was Rob Huffman. Rob Huffman was a great all-around guy. Had a super personality, charm and charisma. Wonderful smile, could make you melt. Always took time to talk to you. Rob had a smooth southern style. He was from Kentucky, but he used to say he was from Texas. But he and his brothers trained horses in Kentucky. His father was an international judge. Rob Huffman was my boss. He recruited me to train horses. I trained the English horses, he trained the Western horses, and together we became the best of friends. Rob Huffman believed in me. And he was right, because I was able to help his daughter become a world champion. Our best time together was sitting around the campfire, playing guitar, singing songs for our family, friends, and clients. One night, we played until the sun came up the next morning. Within 14 months, Rob had laid and died of colon cancer. At his funeral, I sat in the pew, too frozen to walk to the pulpit that day. It was then I realized I was going to stop procrastinating about Toastmasters and finally join so I could do something about that because I cared. Had another friend named Jimmy. Jimmy, like Rob, had a great personality. We used to hang out together in the dance halls. Whenever I'd go out dancing, I would always look for Jimmy's table because I loved to sit with him. And I would go to any extreme to make him laugh. He had this wonderful smile. Sure enough, the phone rang. It's a mutual friend of ours, Susie. Jimmy had died of a heart attack while out dancing at the Crazy Horse. Right at that split moment, I knew I was going to give the eulogy. I knew I was. I had a couple of speeches at Toastmasters. I had kind of a rough idea. It's midsummer, midday, it's hot. I'm in my sandals and shorts, I'm working. I'm thinking no one's going to show up. I walk into the back of the church, it's filled. Black suits, black dresses. Sit down with a friend of mine in the back row, elbowing him in the side, as guys do, to hide their emotions. He asked me, he says, "What are you doing here?" I said, "Well, these women are going to need some consoling." And I'm there to give it to them. Make no mistake about it. Sure enough, the preacher gave me, the audience, an opportunity to say something. I stood up first, and from the back of that church to that pulpit, I walked up, and in a thundering voice, I said, "Jimmy was short in stature. but he had a great heart. And I looked that family in the eye on my closing statement, and I said, he was a great guy. He was super, and I meant it. That day forward, for the next 2 months, I was complimented and thanked by people I never met. Now, I'm in sandals and shorts, and the preacher says to me, that dress code doesn't matter. No one even brought it up. When you give the eulogy, remember, start strong. Easy. Move right into a story. That's even simple. Very simple. And avoid the downside. Stay away from spirituality. Let the preacher do the preaching. Not your job. Grieving, it's tough, but it can be done. I'm here to tell you it can't be done. You can do a good job doing it. And realize it's the last favor you can do for your friend. The real favor. It's a mission of healing. And the family just wants someone to say a few kind words.
The runner-up in our international speech contest, John Koski.